Hi there, my name is Christian Eschbach, and this is Confessions of a Domestic Engineer, and we are going to be talking about the brand new Hawkeye. I normally, when it comes to the Marvel stuff, movie stuff like that, I like to wait until after they've come out to talk about them a little bit. I didn't talk about Shang-Chi, which I thought was really good. I really did enjoy Shang-Chi, and I really wish I would have gotten to see it in the theaters. It was really enjoyable. I look forward to seeing more in the future, and I hope they keep it up and keep going well with it. Um, I have issues with a lot of the guys online the way they'll start talking crap. So this time around, after watching the first two episodes of Hawkeye, which I'm going to say flat out, I absolutely love them. And if Hawkeye keeps going the way it is, I have a feeling it's going to be the next or the new Die Hard of the Christmas season for guys like me. First thing I have to talk about, because I know all the twit dudes out there that don't like when they start going heavy with the female characters or stuff like that, are going to talk a lot of crap. And they're going to be this, that, and the other thing. So let me start with Kate Bishop is a fantastic character in the comic books. I very much enjoy Kate Bishop in the comic books. I very much enjoy Hawkeye in the comic books, especially after, well, starting with oh, Avengers Disassembled. You know, Avengers Disassembled moving forward, Hawkeye's storyline gets really interesting and all kind of all over the place. But the series that is going now on Disney Plus, all right, it is taking heavy elements, including the artwork and the credits and whatnot, out of this series here, written by Matt Fraction. Okay? Makes up 4 trades. Really good series. I read the series when it first came out in these trades. I was picking them up as they were coming out. I absolutely enjoyed it. It was my true introduction to the character of Kate Bishop. And I love, as I always call her, Katie Kate, because it's something that comes up in there. And Katie Kate is awesome. Now, they have her a little bit younger, which I'm cool with, because, you know, there's all those rumors and hints going on out there that they might do a Young Avengers. And they've brought in characters already that should be in Young Avengers, so we've already been introduced to characters. This could get really good. This could get really fun. We'll have to see what happens after Doctor Strange and the whole multiverse thing there that we know is coming up. And that's not even including the Spider-Man stuff, which we don't know how that's going to work into the grand schemes of things. Now, there are the Russians, the tracksuit Russians. You know, bro. Hey, bro. They're right out of the books. They're the bro guys, the tracksuit mafia. They're right out of that series. Okay. They haven't revealed the full storyline of what's going on with the tracksuit mafia yet. In regard to that, they're playing it up as part of Ronin. Ronin had nothing to do with the Matt Fraction storyline out of these trades here. Okay, that is something they're adding in completely different, completely separate. If there spoiler, if you haven't watched the first 2 episodes yet, there are going to definitely be a few things I'm going to mention in here. The Ronin thing, using that as the play up to bring in Kate Bishop and pair her up with Hawkeye. It's not what they did to do that in the comic books. In the comic books, it's actually the Young Avengers basically goad her into going and stealing Hawkeye's bow. And that's what does it. So what they do here, it's not the same, but it's not a whole lot different. So that's really cool. I love the actress. I didn't catch her name, sorry. I love the actress that is playing Kate Bishop. I think she's doing it right. I love the sass. I love the attitude. I love the dynamic between the two characters, between both Hawkeyes. Because, yes, they are both Hawkeye. And that is right out of the comics. They are both Hawkeye. Um, they. I love the way that they play off of each other. They have the great same dynamic as they do in the comics. There is supposed to be absolutely no sexual chemistry between the two of them at all in the comics. The major difference between the Matt Fraction storyline and where we are with the MCU is their Clint has no family in the original Matt Fraction storyline, and his beef with the tracksuit mafia there was more to help out the neighborhood kind of thing. I think he owned the building and they were trying to do something with the building, or he rented one of the apartments, or I can't remember exactly what it was. It's been a few years since I've read it. Even the one-eyed dog, okay? That cool, kick-ass, one-eyed dog that everybody already loves is right out of that storyline. 100%. Being a one-eyed dog is 100% out of there. They play the storyline significantly differently with the dog, which is okay. I think a lot of people might have an issue if they didn't. At the reveal at the end of the second episode, because they put 2 episodes up on Disney Plus right away. At the end of the second episode, when you get to see Kate in that outfit, that is one of her actual outfits. I was so stoked and so excited to see that she already was getting a variation of her costume on the show. And she's spectacular. Very well done. Very, very well done. And I know a lot of people are worried that this is how they're going to get rid of Hawkeye, write him out, and bring her in as a replacement. That's what she was. That's how she got into the comic book storyline. She was a replacement for Clint. That's it. That's canon, folks. You know, to me, so that's no big deal. So when you're watching Hawkeye and people are going to start talking crap, and there's a good possibility you're going to hear a lot of BS about the whole thing with, you know, and it might change. I've only watched 2 episodes so far. That's all they've released so far. Maybe my opinion will change. But when people start talking BS about Kate Bishop and what's going on there, ignore it. She is a great character in the comic books. She's not Lady Hawkeye. You know, she is Hawkeye. She's fantastic Hawkeye in the comic books. I think they're shaving her up. She's going to get to be a great Hawkeye in the MCU. I like the height difference even. When you get to see the two of them walking side by side, I like that you get to see that there isn't a huge height difference between the two of them. And, you know, Kate's just a little bit shorter than him. That's awesome. It's right out of the comics. I like that they're playing up Hawkeye being deaf now. Or at least deaf in one ear, having to wear the hearing aid. A little bit of a different story from the way it plays out in the comics, the way they deal with it, and how it's happened in the show. But I really like that because that is right out of the comics with Hawkeye being hearing impaired. Really cool. The whole way around, there's some other stuff in there I like that they played up. I've already caught. I don't want to give spoilers. This is just a counter to whatever negativity, because I haven't even watched anybody else's reviews or opinions yet. So this is a counter I want to put out there right away before anybody starts bitching. All right. So this is a guy who's read the source material. All right. Because Nerderotic, he's probably going to talk a lot of crap. Nerderotic talks so much crap. And he talks crap and he justifies it saying he owned a comic book shop. And I've called him out on it multiple times when he talks crap. I'm like, no, this happened in the comics. This is actually comic stuff. So this, okay, is fantastic. Go to your local comic shop and pick it up, okay? I personally, Rogues Gallery in Windsor, Ontario, that's where I picked these up. My local Sean, my local comic book dealer, my comic dealer, man, I go to him for all my comics. He hooks me up, does my thing. I get the comics. Gotta get your fix. And whenever I need a fix, I go to Sean for my fix over at Rogues Gallery. I need my fix. Actually, it's family friendly. As much as I joke around and make it sound dirty, family friendly environment, great environment. He has put me on to so many great comics over the years, and I am so glad I have read this series before this came out, because as I'm seeing the things they're pulling out, I'm going, oh, this is great, this is awesome, this is great, this is awesome. So I've read the source material. So when people talk crap, all right, and there's going to be people out there talking crap, they're going to be hacking on it, they're going to be slamming on it. That's what they like to do, especially that nerdrotic guy. Ignore them, all right. This is good. This is solid. This is a great blending of source material and MCU together. So far, it's great. 2 episodes in, things could change. Who knows? I don't know if I'm going to cover this episode by episode. I might. We'll have to see. I gotta, my next big one is I gotta sit down. I gotta binge Masters of the Universe and do a follow-up to the last one I did for that and see if Kevin Smith redeems himself. This is not going to need redeeming so far. This is playing out really good. I really loved WandaVision. I thought WandaVision was cute, but WandaVision by the second episode, I was not into or hooked like I am here. The Captain America, Winter Soldier, Falcon, that was enjoyable. I will watch it again for sure. I'm already enjoying this a lot more than I enjoyed that. And once again, I think it is because I truly, honestly like the characters. I really like the Kate Bishop character. I've liked her since I first started reading her in the comics. I think she's a fun character. So I look forward to seeing more that way. And I really do hope that this does lead to a Young Avengers eventually down the line. Anyways, everybody, that's my opinion. Those are my thoughts. Those are my views. Let me know what your thoughts and views are. That's what the comment section is for. Otherwise, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and peace, love, take care.